as a Cowboys fan right now, I'm hugely frustrated. It just pisses me off, frankly, that the fact that we're 0-2. I think we're one of the best teams in the NFC, and that we're 0-2 just disgusts me. We were pretty much seeing the same things that we saw last year. A lot of offensive yardage, but we can't put points on the board, and we're having a struggling kicker. Am I upset with ownership that we really didn't address these situations in the offseason? Somewhat. The problem is with David Bueller is that our kicker is that in preseason he had a good preseason. He missed one kick out of 12. That's not bad, and and then now in the games he's just choking. He's an awesome kickoff guy. I absolutely love him as our kickoff guy. He led the league in touchbacks last year, so he's a valuable commodity for our team. You can't cut the guy. But should we be looking into another kicker? Absolutely. His confidence is shaking, and we can't afford to miss field goals, because when we miss field goals, it gives the teams an advantage, and it puts our defense at a huge disadvantage, because all they really have to do is get 20, 30 yards, and they're already back in field goal position to get points, and we can't afford that. We get Bueller to kick the ball off and get a touchback. We put him on the 20. It's hard to get 80 yards on our defense, and that's what we have to have. So I'm definitely worried about the field goal kicker situation. This is a huge game for us against the Texans. I'm super pumped for this game. I live in Houston. I hear trash talk every single day from 20 different people every single day, because I've got my Cowboys watch, and I have like a Cowboys keychain stuff, so people notice the Cowboys stuff. They give me crap all the time, but there's no way I'm going to deny my team. And I really want to win this game. I don't want to be 0-3, and I think we can win this game. A couple of stats that people might not know. The Texans are the only team in NFL history to give back-to-back 400-yard receiving, so their defense sucks. Yeah, they've got Mario Williams for their pass rush, but their secondary's garbage, and we can really exploit that. Another thing that the biggest issue, in my opinion, with our offense is the running game, and it's very controversial. A lot of people want to go with Felix. Even people want to go with Tashard. There's some people that want to go with Marion. The way I feel, Marion Barber, I would love to get rid of him. If we could get rid of Marion Barber, I would be ecstatic. I think Marion Barber slows down drives. I think if that guy got a hole this big to break through, it wouldn't matter, because your best you're going to get is 30 yards. We need a guy that has speed. We need a guy that can break him and take him to the house. And Marion Barber is not that guy. That guy can give you about 8 yards. If he gets a hole, he can maybe get you 20 yards. That's it at best. He's always injured. His style of football is a smash mouth style that always ends up getting him injured. We played him last year with a hole in his freaking hamstring, and we didn't put in Tashard Choice, who was fresh as a daisy. And that's the thing that pisses me off, is, in my opinion, I think Tashard could be our starter. He's very solid. He's very reliable. He has speed. He's not a real speedster, but he has enough speed to break at 60 yards. And when Felix and Marion went down in 08, Tashard did amazing. Tashard did great. He got the most rushing yards on the Steelers defense when they won the Super Bowl back then in 08. So Tashard's a beast. I don't like the 3 running back rotation. I don't feel like the guys can get in a flow. I think that we really need to stick to 1 running back. In my opinion, Felix needs to run the ball. Felix is our playmaker. Felix can go through a hole and take it to the house. He is the guy. And with Marion, put Marion in around close. When we have the lead, put him in there, pound it out, tire out those defenses, and let's seal the game. We did that in Washington in 08 against them, and Marion's done it for some other teams for us too. And that's the best way to use Marion Barber. If Felix gets injured, put in Tashard. I mean, we have a great situation there. So I don't really like the whole idea of putting Tashard in to run the Wildcat. I think it's stupid. And it's like something that we have to do every game just because we got to get Tashard and touch, in the football game. It's stupid. I don't like it. I say establish Felix as your number 1 running back. Put in Marion as the closer. Start putting him in around third quarter, mid third quarter, the fourth quarter. Pound that ball, kill the clock, and we'll win the game. Um, and when our running game's effective, we win. It's just the bottom line. I mean, the reason we're losing these games are turnovers, silly, stupid turnovers, like the call in Washington where they had the pass the ball to Tashard, and Tashard was like gorilla hugged by three guys, and then Dante Hall just freaking comes in and strips him. Is it's crap. It's total crap, and it's not Dante Hall, is it? Oh well. Anyways, it's total crap, and I'm sick and tired of us doing these stupid, cute little plays. It's silly. I don't really know what to say why we're 0-2. We have dominated teams. I mean, for our defense, yeah, we gave up big plays against the Bears, but the Bears were freaking 1-11 on third down. 1-11. Miles Austin leads the league in receiving with 288 yards. This is insane to me. Romo had almost 400 yards passing against the Bears, and we lose. And what I don't understand is the positions that we were lacking last year. A lot of them we've upgraded. I mean, in my opinion, I think that Des Bryant is an upgrade from Patrick Creighton when it comes to punt return. Yes, Patrick Creighton took it to the house, but it really wasn't based on his speed. It was based on blocking. Joe DeCamillis is an awesome special teams coach, and he really turned things around for us. And, but Des has that playmaking ability. And I think Des is the number 3 receiver is going to be big things for us. Dez's hands are amazing. I mean, pretty much everything Romo throws to him, he catches. So I'm really excited about Dez. Miles is an absolute beast right now. 288 yards. He leads the league in receiving by 80 yards. I mean, what more can you ask for in a wide receiver? And then Roy Williams, I mean, granted, and in my opinion, a lot of people hate Roy. I like Roy. I think Roy's a solid player. He is worrying me, though, with the fumbles. He has had some costly fumbles for us in the past couple of seasons. And his hands are looking better. He's looking like, he could get us a good 70 yards and a touchdown. I mean, I really think he's capable of that. I mean, he's been getting 50-plus yards the past 2 games. I just feel like with this offense, when you have Miles Austin, Des Bryant, Roy Williams, Tashard Choice, Marion Barber, and Felix Jones as your running backs, and you have Jason Witten and Martellus Bennett as your tight ends, your defense is stacked. You got Terrence Newman, you got Mike Jenkins, both went to the Pro Bowl in the cornerbacks. You've got Anthony Spencer, Brady James, Jay Ratliff on the pass rush. I mean, it's sick. We're a sick team. Our talent is through the roof. And then people are saying that, well, if your talent's so good, why are you losing games? It's because of lack of discipline, or we're divas, or whatever the case may be. Wade Phillips sucks. Whatever it is. The bottom line is Wade Phillips led us to 11-5. Wade Phillips, pretty much every season he's been there, we've been a playoff team. In 2008, yeah, we choked at the last game, but a lot of it had to do with injuries. We were good enough to be in the playoffs that year. And we got injured. I mean, Romo was out, 4 games? And then Felix was out the whole year. We lost our punter at that Arizona game the whole year. There were a lot of factors that happened. The TO drama, all that stuff. And then, 2009, we turned it around. We turned it around after the Saints game. And, if you look at the records, in the last 3 years, Wade Phillips and Norv Turner are the most winning coaches in the league. So, I mean, what does that tell you, So, yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm happy with the matchup with the Texans. I wish we were playing them at home, though. I'm not really looking forward to us playing the Texans in Houston. I think it's going to be a tough game. I'm hoping the Dallas crowd shows up to support our team. I'm hoping that it's like 60-40. Where, the Dallas fans are definitely a factor. I know a lot of people that are going to that game. I know a lot of Cowboys fans that are going to that game. So hopefully there'll be a lot of love for the Cowboys. I know that everybody knows that it's do or die time. That this is it. That we have to prove ourselves. We're going to show our heart. We're going to show that we're a great team and that we're not going to just lie down and take this. We're not just going to quit during this season. And so, and then from what I heard, the offensive lineman for the Texans was supposed to guard DeMarcus Ware, failed his drug test. He suspended 4 games, so they're putting a guy that's never started in the league against DeMarcus Ware. So I'm excited about that. I feel like we could really get a lot of pressure on Schaub. I feel like we're going to shut down the run with Arian Foster. It's really hard to run against us. A lot of teams don't get 100 yards rushing on us. And so basically, it's going to be a passing game. Can we maintain Andre Johnson? That's really the question. Can we control Andre Johnson? And if we can control Andre Johnson, if we can get our offense going, we're going to win this game. And not just our offense, our running game. If we start really getting our running game going, we're going to win this game. We're going to control the clock. We're going to score more points, and we're going to win this game. And then we have a bye week, start to regroup, get our confidence back, head into Tennessee. I think we can definitely beat Tennessee. Vince Young loves to turn the ball over, especially when he's under pressure. I think we'll be able to stop Chris Johnson. I think that, I'm not saying that we're going to do what the Steelers did to him, but I think we'll be able to hold him down to under 100 yards. And I think that we'll win that game. And then after that, we're 2-2, just like last year. Last year we were 2-2. This year we're going to be 2-2. I'm not giving up. I have a lot of confidence in this team. People could say whatever they want about Tony Romo. The bottom line is Tony Romo is a premier elite quarterback. Tony Romo had 4,500 yards last year in passing. And here's a stat a lot of people don't know. Last year, the Cowboys offense had the most offensive yards in team history. So that's over the Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith era, all over that in history of the Cowboys. That's a lot of talent. And, if Romo sucks so bad, then that wouldn't happen. And every year Romo has gotten better. Has he started off slow this year? Kind of. I mean, the interceptions I'm not happy about, but really neither one of them were his fault. They were bobbled out of receivers' hands and right to the defense. So I'm not really questioning Romo on that. And I think there's a couple of teams that are 0-2 that are pretty good. I think we're one of them, and I think that the 49ers are one of them. A lot of it is just us beating ourselves. Penalties, turnovers. We're dominating the clock. We're dominating we're dominating almost every aspect of the freaking game, and we're losing. So that's really frustrating. But I feel like this Houston Texans game, we're going to turn it around. The Cowboys aren't done. And, I just hope that Jason Garrett, his play calling gets together. I'm not a big fan of Jason Garrett. So hopefully we get our play calling together. Hopefully our run game looks better. If that happens, we're going to win this game. So the bottom line is there's only one team that matters in Texas, and that's the Dallas Cowboys.